All right, why don't you take me into the second news story?
Okay, second news story, a little bit better. A little bit, not better, but a little bit better news.
Less heavy.
Less heavy. I don't know what to say. I'm saying words here. Maybe they make sense. Chuck Schumer. We talked about him a little bit earlier.
Yep. Senate Majority Leader of the United States Senate. Democrat.
Them United States of these states of America.
Yeah. This one.
The Union. You ever heard of Union Jack? That's a whole other country.
What?
Yeah.
Let's get to the news.
Coming back across the pond, we're talking about Chuck Schumer. And he's championing this Game On Accelerator program where they want to put a big video game hub in New York City, or New York region.
Okay.
He was traveling in Troy, New York, pushing for federal support to boost the region's burgeoning video game industry and establish the region as a global hub for games. This is coming from The Verge.
That's very weird.
Or TimesUnion.com.
Very weird.
Oh, it's very cool.
I mean...
Very cool. So...
Wait, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What? My political bias may show a bit, but I don't understand why a non-essential thing would become part of the federal government.
He explains that a little bit. He was saying that low-paying, low-skilled jobs disappearing. In these United States, jobs are becoming more and more high-skill, more and more high-wage, and we need to train people for these kinds of jobs. I mean, increasingly, things are getting automated.
Yeah, I was going to say they can't replace game developers with automation.
Yeah,
so,
you can't. I mean,
they try.
Retail, low skill retail jobs, low skill jobs are going the way of the dodo. I've said a million times. By the time we're old, there won't be any burger flippers. There won't be any order takers. There will be barely any call center workers. Truckers are going. It's going to be rough if you don't have any skills. You got to have skills. It's going to be a skill-based economy.
You need skills to pay the bills.
Mm-hmm. It's not just, you cannot, it won't be too long for you won't be able to sell your hours, just your hours.
Okay. I understand that.
So
what do the feds have to do with video games?
Well, video games are a burgeoning industry.
Sure.
High-paying jobs that require skill, and we need people to work. And one of the jobs of the government is to make sure that people have something to do, a way to earn their living, protecting its citizens, right? So an aspect of that is, okay, we recognize if you're in charge of the well-being of a population, and you see, oh man, there's going to be a lot of people out of work if they don't get some skills. So we need to figure out a program to give some people some money so they can start training some people up. Because the last thing you want as a government, somebody in power, is a bunch of broke, jobless people with nothing to do. Because who are they going to blame? You, and whose heads are going to? I mean, remember France?
Chop, 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 chop.
The
ever heard of a guy named what was it? I forget his name. The French Revolution. You ever heard of that?
Oh, King Henry? Was it Henry?
No, it was English.
Louis?
Prince Louis.
Prince Louis?
Yeah. How long did he have his head?
Not very long.
Not too long.
So, okay, typically in these arguments, you play the devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
But for me...
Grab that pitchfork, my guy.
Okay, first off, anytime the federal government does something, it is coming from the tax dollars of its citizens.
Sure.
So therefore, our representatives who represent us are spending our money, right?
Yeah, I mean...
If the goal is to get more highly educated, skilled workers in the workforce, why are they worried about video games instead of, I don't know, maybe making college a little more affordable, maybe subsidize it? Give people the ability to branch out. This is
what they're doing. I mean, they're giving money to this consortium. Okay, so let's read a little bit more here.
Okay.
I don't know how to say this. Rensselaer County creating a video gaming accelerator. It's in the process of an industry, creating an industry there that would support the rise of video game companies. So they're trying to start this little group.
Okay.
That's helping to kickstart.
Let me ask you this.
Video game
It's in New York, right?
Yes.
Chuck Schumer is the senator of New York.
I guess so.
Is this a federal thing, or is it because
there's
he's
a grant?
representing the state?
Is a...
Because the state,
there's a county that's applying for aid. Okay. And he's saying, I support this.
Okay, that's a little different. I thought it was just like the feds being like, yo, video games! If it's like a small government type deal and they're just
applying
looking
for federal money. They want federal money.
Oh, it's federal money.
But they don't only want federal money. they say that they're looking at benefactors and federal money. So what they want to do is help, build this industry.
Right.
So I think if the government is going to spend money on anything, I think the government giving money to other people who know better what to do. Like, I probably wouldn't support like the federal video game camp where the federal government is going to.
I mean, that's what
train
this
you how to do.
sounded like.
No, it's not.
Initially.
It's not. It's them giving
the
money.
headline got me.
It's them giving money to people who know what they're doing, and I support it.
I'll be interested to see how this one plays out. That's for sure.
I mean, anything that gets more video game developers out there, I like.
Sure.
I like.
It's just a matter of, there are better things, I believe, personally, that the federal government could spend its money on. Like, maybe general education as opposed to a niche thing.
Well, I mean, it's not like they're only applying for $750,000.
That's it?
That's not a whole lot of money.
I mean, that's a lot of money, but for something like that, yeah.
I
don't know why that made headlines then if it's so small. Most of those things are just
right. Well, it's from
abnormality.
It's from what's called the Federal Economic Development Administration.
Okay.
So I imagine there is a whole, division for stimulating the economies, developing some economies.
That makes sense. I mean, unemployment's at an all-time high right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just because of everything going on. It makes sense that they would need a little bit of a...
Right. Some people...
Get to work.
Was that a drug abuse reference?
Oh, no!
But yeah, no, I support it. No, I mean, if there is an economy that is trying to grow, and if they can get help, let's get that help, man. Let's get that economy growing, and let's get these people some skills and some jobs.
What does a government video game look like?
It's not a government video game.
Well, a government-funded video game.
It's a government-funded... No. It's not a government-funded video game.
Well, if they're funding the studio, they're making what the
I mean, there's already the ESRB, so...
Yeah. Well, not the rating system, but like, okay, shareholders dictate what the company does. If the major shareholder is the U.S. government, they dictate the course of...
$750,000 is not going to get you a major shareholder stake in anything.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not. It's just a little stimulus check.
A little stimulus?
For a video game development?
Yeah, that's really...
That's a little stimulus check.
What? Probably...
I mean, one game is like millions of dollars.
Huh?
One game is like millions of dollars. It seems to me from what I'm reading.
Yeah, maybe they're just making like little...
From what I'm reading, this is training. This is development centers, right? This is hiring some people. This is getting the training in there.
Mm-hmm.
This is getting everything started money. There's that startup money. And then, of course, they're seeking private investment as well.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Most of the money is going to come from private investors where, they're just applying for a little bit of government money.
I wonder how many video games Chuck Schumer plays.
Oh, probably none.
He's probably like, the kids love it.
Yeah. He's just out here.
Can you make Fortnite?
Well, I mean, the big company that he was talking about was Valence Studios, and they made Mario Kart Live. They worked on Guitar Hero.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm on board.
Yeah.
I love me some Guitar Hero. I miss it.
Yep.
Activision.
Well, I'm sorry. A little bit of misinformation there. The two brothers that started Valence Studios worked they made another company that worked on those games.
Okay.
And then they came out and made
But
their
if they're
own.
Still the heads of... I mean, if it's those guys, it's that company. Right?
Sure.
The company is...
I mean, they don't have all the talent, but they have the vision.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it.
Yeah. I'm about it, and I think it's great.
Chuck, give me Fortnite 2, Half-Life 3.
Oh, yeah. You're going to need more than $750,000 for that.
Make it. I want it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What other demands do we have for our representatives
government games
in the U.S. Senate?
As
a taxpayer, you get to dictate.
As a taxpayer, what I want is I want streams on TV. I want cable streams, video game streams.
Like on network television?
Yeah, network television.
They probably already... No?
I don't know. I'm saying this purely as a bias from a streamer.
Bring back G4.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. Bring back Attack of the Show and X-Play. Oh, my God, yes. That's what I want. We need
reruns of Cops all night.
No, I don't know.
Code Monkeys?
No. Code Monkeys, yes. X-Play, yes. Oh, man, remember?
Man, I miss Attack of the Show.
I do, too, man. That was the best.
Kevin Pereira and Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn?
Yeah.
Yes.
She was Psylocke? in the X-Men?
I don't know.
I think that's right. She's the purple chick. It was really
the
cool.
wave of nostalgia.
Yeah. Attack of the Show.
Remember getting off from school and just like, Attack of the Show, bro.
Heck yeah, they had all those banners everywhere.
It was so legit, too. It's like, these guys are talking about video games, and they're in a flipping news studio.
They kind of were doing a better version of this.
Oh, yeah.
One day, we'll be your Attack of the Show.
Attack of the Show, people, whoever owns that IP, give us money and we'll do it.
Yeah. Give me money and I'll do stuff for you.
Yeah.
How long till I blow up and everybody show love? How long until I'm laughing at my critics like told ya? How long till I grow up? Stop drinking till I throw up? How long until the devil come to collect on what I sold him? What actually happens when you drown genius in acid? What would my baby mama say if I make $1 million off this rapping? What would the friends I made in the Navy say if they heard CS2 snapping? What would the man inside the mirror say if he ever caught me?